What's up, guys? We have Lordlympia games to review, and I will be commentating over the most recent Lordlympia games. House of Dragons takes it again. But before I go over all the amazing highlights of this LOG, I just want to say, shout out all of these guilds here, even some of the guilds that aren't in the top 8. This LG was actually really wholesome, like and heartwarming. I saw so many guilds competing with each other. Chinese guild versus Hell. This was a super close fight. And also on the right side of the bracket, we had Outlaws versus Kill Squad. Really close battle here as well. Shout out Outlaws, shout out Kill Squad for putting up a really good fight here. Could have gone either way. This was a nail biter, and it always makes me feel good to see this stuff happen in the game because, you know, one of the criticisms people have about this game is it's very top heavy. It's kind of like the House of Dragons versus United show. And I think to see guilds outside of the top 2 competing with each other this close, fighting with all their might to get every, you know, win they can get every step of the way in the bracket, it feels really good to see. And I'm sure they had a good time doing it. I feel like being in a mid-tier guild is low-key more fun than being in a top-tier guild sometimes. But yeah, we had a great top 8. Let's take a look at the grand finalists. House of Dragons. Do you guys like my Komar impression, or should I stop? We have House of Dragons versus United. House of Dragons is on an 11 win streak. No, it's not 10, it's 11, because we lost one because one of our accounts got hacked. We are on an 11 win streak. Yeah, everyone in the community that's active knew this one was going to be super, super spicy because United finally regained the courage. I shouldn't say United, I should say Bama Boy and a few others. Finally regained the courage to join back into their guild and compete with the big dogs. So everyone was on the tip of their toes wondering what the result would be. And we had an epic fight, 100k to almost 98k. But before I show some epic gameplay, I just want to say, don't let these numbers deceive you. This was not as close as it looks. House of Dragons needed 28 people to get 100k points. That means 22 of our guild members didn't even have to attack a single time to beat United with 100k points. Whereas United used all of their hits from all accounts and still did not get 100k. So we have a lot of like overflow points that you can't really quantify, but the strength gap is still there for sure. Also, I was not Stronghold. I was in Outer Sentry. That means Bama and all the other top accounts didn't use their hits on me. They were able to direct them to other accounts, and we still won. I basically didn't play this LOG, if you want to put it bluntly, and we still won. I'll get into why I'm over here in a second, but let's get some gameplay going. I'll start off with Bow Ranger. Bow Ranger was our stronghold. He tanked Apache in like a minute 30, and then Bama KO'd him. I'll show the KO because it was a good defense. It was also a good hit from Bama. A lot of people were curious, why is Bow Ranger a stronghold? There's a few reasons, and it actually was, we were playing 5D chess here. It was a good choice from House of Dragons, as crazy as it looks. Number one, this guy's base is actually getting insanely strong. He almost stopped Bama here. I mean, he killed his Penth 10 seconds into the fight. Bama still found a way to stop him, which is crazy because when you lose a Penth this early, it could really go either way. But Bama pulled it off. So Bow Ranger is stronghold for a few reasons. Like I said, number one, I was trying to do a prank, which failed miserably. So that's out of the window. But number two, he's also really strong. It forces, you know, the only way for United to beat House of Dragons is if Bama KOs King Gambit, Vagar, and my account. Now that Bow Ranger's stronghold, Bama has to set his sights on Bow Ranger, which he did, and he KO'd him. But the second Bama Boy KO'd Bow Ranger, in my head, I immediately thought to myself, we just won LLG, because Bama wasted one of his 3 hits on an account that maybe he does have to KO Bow Ranger, I don't know. I think it's possible for Guardian or Conqueror to KO Bow Ranger too, but to see Bama even use a single hit on an account that isn't 1-1 or myself, it immediately puts us in a huge advantage state. And that's exactly what Bama Boy did. Which, by the way, Bow Ranger almost stops him here even. He kills Penth. He just barely almost killed his Reneven before she healed back to full. And if you look at... This guy's base is crazy. He's 300 Bow Ranger, 300 Lone Gunner, level nearly 300 Puppet Master as well. But if you look at the... Did my game freeze? Bro, my game froze. My game crashed. But I am back! Like I was saying, Bama dropped in trophies in Lord's League to practice on Bow Ranger before hitting him. And he did KO him. I'm sure Bow Ranger gave him some trouble though, because the very same day, Bama decided to use Bow Ranger on his own defense. And I wonder where he got that idea from. So, United is another member that is a victim of the copy and paste on Bama Boy. I told Bow Ranger not to call Bama out though, because we don't want them to flood RGG's inbox anymore. You know, I'm sure they're dealing with so many tickets already, but great hit from Bama. Moving on. This is actually, I'll show this hit now. This is actually the most impressive hit. Maybe of this entire LLG, honestly. 1-1 had some amazing hits, but this hit right here, the account gap, like the strength of these two accounts is so wide and far apart, and JRR still managed to find a way to KO Leopard here. Leopard's one of our strongest bases. Actually, just last Despo's Depository, there were multiple replays of Bama himself failing on Leopard. So if JRR did not KO Leopard here, I honestly don't know if anyone in United would have. Bama just failed on JRR himself yesterday though, so I don't know how strong of a litmus test tanking Bama Boy is anymore, but yeah, this was an amazing hit. He has no business KOing Leopard, if I'm going to be honest, and he found a way to do it. Yeah, honestly, I think JRR is probably the best player in United right now. He's young. He has a... I've been in United. I think JRR is probably the best player in that guild. If, like I said, if he didn't KO Leopard here, I don't think anyone would have. Maybe Guardian and Conquer, I don't know. But it sucks for JRR because they still lost. Like, if this hit was a life or death situation where it determined the outcome of this LLG, this would have been such an insane moment for Clash of Lords 2. But we still won, so I'll end it there. He just finishes off the buildings, but it was a great hit, like I said. And let's show some hits from 1-1. 1-1 did amazing as always. I mean, he always pops off. I mean, we're on like an 11 win streak, and he's just done the same thing. Every LOG just demolished these guys, but he KOs Guardian, Adam, Conqueror, Bama. Adam and Bama, actually for the first time in a while, tanked 1-1. But I wasn't too impressed by their defense in doing that because, as we all know, we know how United makes their defense stronger by just copying usually. And it would be one thing if Bama tanked 1-1 from his own like sense of game knowledge and understanding, but when he copies to become stronger, it doesn't really impress me as much. Yeah, we know how the cookie crumbles now. this is just the kind of opponent we're stuck against, and I don't think that's going to change, and I think we just have to accept it. But 1-1, he makes up for his failed hit, and then he comes back and just demolishes Bama in 1 minute and 20 seconds. And yeah, not the strongest defense, but the account with the most resources, most spending power. 1-1 did amazing here. Bama's won the last, I think, 14 domino block events. He's won like 90% of the team sprint events. This is probably the best pack buyer versus the best attacker. And yeah, Bama's getting strong. You know, even with the hidden glyph update, Bama's finding a way to copy every little detail. And I don't, you know, a lot of people do it. Like if you look at the meta nowadays, everyone's using the same defense setup, probably for like myself and Bow Ranger, honestly. I think I just don't like when people lie about it and like get upset and deflect. Like at least admit when you're using someone else's intellectual property, okay? I own certain heroes in the game, right? I have a trademarked, copyrighted property, and you're using it on your defense, and that is not allowed. Amazing hit. What else can I show? Peckerwood. If it's not 1-1, it's honestly Peckerwood. Peckerwood, I think, is the MVP for House of Dragons for this win. Tanks Guardian twice. Tanks Richter, tanks Torment, and tanks Adam. Let's show this. Guardian, insanely big spender. He has a level 300X locked up with Epiphanies now. Peckerwood is growing at such an insane rate. He takes the cake, I think, for House of Dragons, this LG. 1-1 has been able to tank Bama for years. 1-1 did have a good defense performance, but I think Peckerwood is probably the star. I'm going to show 1-1's defense next, though, because actually I forgot, just as I'm saying that, I realized something insane happened on 1-1's defense that I have to show you. It's insane. But let's let this hit finish first. The defense Peckerwood is using is the defense we see on every base, right? Even like all 50 members of One World pretty much have this defense now. It's just how the game works. You know. I'm trying to think of ways to commentate hits, but we're watching the 600,000th time that these same 5 heroes try to KO a base. All right, there's only so much I can commentate. Peckerwood's defense actually did amazing. He has 4 heroes alive. Yeah, Peckerwood has 4 heroes alive. If there's one thing I always come back to every time I make an LLG video, guys, the reason this is impressive is because of how huge the spending gap is between these two guilds. I mean, we still find a way to win. That was Peckerwood. Let's show this. 1-1. So Bama KOs Bow Ranger. He then KOs one of 1-1's accounts, King Gambit. And then he fails on Vhagar. And then he immediately hides his defense and joins Outlaws. That brings me to another point. Let me start with this. All right, so Bama hits 1-1. 1-1's been able to tank Bama for like 8 to 9 months now, I would say. But the way in which he tanks him in this hit is insane. It's going to take a while for me to prove that point, though. This hit is 3 minutes long, but I promise the end of this hit is crazy. There's a lot of pressure on Bama here to get this KO because he has to go 3 for 3 or they automatically lose. I mean, they kind of lost when he hit Bow Ranger, actually, but he's still trying to go 3 for 3 here. He has a level 300X, level 300 CK. He has the new star glyph on like all of his Bastion heroes. He has firework glyphs everywhere. I miss the days when Bama would join the Clash of Lords 2 Discord and trash talk more. Can I really say that though? Because I muted him. Am I valid in saying that when I mute him? There were public chats where you could say whatever you want, and he left those too. So it's kind of on him. All right. The #1 strongest account in the entire game, worth $500,000. Bama Boy, can you defeat 1-1's Glory Priestess? Bama, can you KO 1-1's Defense Bastion Glory Priestess? Bama Boy, can you defeat, with an account worth $500,000, can you kill a hero from 2004? Bama Boy, I am getting worried. Why are you not killing Glory Priestess with level 300 heroes? Bama Boy, is it cheats? Is it hacks? Is it scripts? Is it free rewards? Or is it IGG favoritism? Why is Glory Priestess not dying? Bama Boy, what is going on? Why is 1-1's Cheat Beast alive? All right. We continue, guys. That AI is crazy. You know, you can edit any kind of footage you want nowadays, and people think it's real. What else is left to show? I am down here in this corner. A lot of people were curious, Tommy, why are you an outer sentry? There's a few reasons. Number one, I was trying to pull a prank and make a cool, funny YouTube video. I changed my name, changed my defense. I was hoping people in United would waste hits on me, thinking they could KO me, only to find a level 300 Shadow Beast in Bastion. But United found out it was me and I couldn't pull off the prank. But the other reason I was here is because Grillix took my real name and my avatar, and I was hoping in an ideal world Bama hits Grillix thinking it's me. And then same case with Bow Ranger, if Bama uses one hit on a base he's not supposed to, they immediately lose. That was what was going to happen in my head. But yeah, I was okay being down here because as close as these scores look, I knew House of Dragons was going to win. So next LLG, I will be Stronghold, and this gap will be far and farther apart. There's more to show, though. I feel like there's some other stuff to show. We had amazing hits all across the board. Like I said earlier, the other guilds as well. Hell, the Chinese Guild, Outlaws, Kill Squad, they had amazing stuff going for them too. Peckerwood did amazing. Bugs Bunny did amazing. I feel like there's something left that I'm not showing that was really impressive. Let's show this. 1-1 also KO'd Adam. Adam, very strong account as well, obviously. Having to KO Guardian, Conqueror, Bama, and Adam all in the same set of hits is insane work from 1-1. And he doesn't need to hibernate after either. After 1-1 competes in an intense battle, he doesn't tell his guild he quit. He doesn't change his name to hibernate. Yeah, just not cut from the same cloth as other people, but amazing hit. Adam has a level 270 turtle hero. We have an update in 11 days. New heroes coming out. Adam's going to get that one to level 270. And yeah, I'm sure that's going to be the answer for United. I'm sure that's going to... Nah, I'm not going to hate on Adam. Adam does what he wants. He copies a little bit here and there, but he's not like Bama. For the most part, Adam kind of just does his own thing. But yeah, amazing hit from 1-1 here. I'm sure United will study this replay for years to come. I mean, Nate, one of the long-term veteran OG United players, he came back to the game just to quit 2 months later because he said he didn't like how United functions or operates. And he said himself, United has a private group chat where they just literally study how to copy 1-1 and myself. So not that it's a surprise anymore. I mean, even if you go in the Clash of Lords 2 general group chat Discord, it's just common knowledge now. Even the everyday person that plays, you know, they were just saying it the other day. Even everyone's aware of how it goes at this point, but this is what we're stuck with, guys. This is the community we have. These are the players we have. Let's enjoy it while we can. Win number 11 for House of Dragons. I'll end with this, guys. All right. I'm trying to keep you entertained. It's usually more or less same old stuff. A lot of people were saying the game is dying because people are hiding their defense. I mean, you go to... Not everyone. Most of United doesn't hide their defense. Apache has his base up. Guardian, Conqueror. It's mostly House of Dragons that hide their base. We're just trying to protect our strategies, guys. The funny part is, though, is like you go to someone like Bama's base or Fly, and they do every single thing that House of Dragons does. 1-1 puts Penth and SS up as a 2-man defense, and then Fly does it. And then they hide their defense till LLG game day for 4 months. And then color me shocked. We're so surprised. I sound toxic right now, but this is on it never. The most entertainment I get from this game is not playing the game. It's kind of just studying these people. Like, they hide their base for 4 months to bring it out during the grand finals, and it's an exact copy paste of what we use. And House of Dragons, we're just thinking to ourselves like, oh my, I had no idea you would do that, Bama. I had no idea you would do that. We had no idea after you hid your base for 4 months, you would copy and paste exactly what we're using. That's such a surprise. Oh my gosh, we're going to really struggle on that. And then they just get demolished. Fly, we had no idea Fly was going to use Sacred Warrior. I mean, that is such a surprise. You know, wow. That... I'm going to get... Guys, all right, I'm going to end with this, okay? There will come a time when and I don't even think my own guild believes this, but I personally hold this belief. I think this is true. I think there will come a time when United beats House of Dragons. We have an amazing win streak. It might be 20 or 30 wins in a row before they beat us. I don't know how long it'll be, but I really do think United is going to beat us one day. And I think it will be a domination. I really mean that. I really do think one day will come where United beats House of Dragons. And, you know, I don't think it'll be from skill or being better players or knowing the game more. I think it's just copying along with the spending gap. It favors United so much long term. And even just look at the point gap right now. We used to be beating them by 40,000 points. We just beat them by 2,000 points. The only difference is the spending gap and the copying. And it's only going to get closer and closer as time goes on. One day, all of this shit talk that I'm spewing out is going to come right back and slap me in the face. But that's what these people want. You know, they don't want to be the best player. They just want to spend and copy you. And I'm saying the C word, guys. I'm saying the C word. I'm sorry. I'm resorting back to my old ways. Toxic Tommy. I'm sorry. But that's how I feel about the game, really. It's getting boring. They're just... This is why people play pay-to-win games, because you don't have to use skill. You can just buy your way to success, and that's what they're doing. And at this very same time, I will say that's why these victories are so satisfying. I don't know if it would be satisfying to get 11 wins in a row if they were just using their own strategies, because then it wouldn't be competitive. But yeah, 11 wins in the books. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts. House of Dragons has actually been recruiting some new up-and-comers, which I'm really proud about. So we're still getting stronger. We just recruited Salvatore, J-Dog. I'm trying to get some other guys in as well. But shout out to all my guild. We had amazing performances. Movimento, Peckerwood, Red Devil, Enigma, Bugs Bunny. Everyone's been popping off in their own way lately, and it's really satisfying to see. So yeah, we put up a good fight. Thank you for watching. I don't really want to end the video. I feel like I don't make videos enough, so when I have the time to talk and record, I just stick around too long. I think that's what's going on here. So I will end it. I will see you soon. I still have my Abyss Demon vs. Bama Boy video coming, and it's just getting insanely professionally edited, so it's going to be a masterpiece, but it's taking time. Aside from that, we have an update in 11 days, and I will see you then. Let me know if there's more content you want to see. Bye.